Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Susie from the blog Girl Gone Green, and today I'm so excited to be sharing with you 3 different fall looks that you can totally do yourself. They're not hard, super simple, from basic to a little bit more amped up to even more amped up, depending on what you want to go for. So let's dive in. Okay, if you haven't started following me on Instagram, be sure to follow me there. I'm at Girl Gone Green. I share all about my natural living lifestyle, what I'm eating, what I'm wearing, as far as like skincare products, all the real. And then if you haven't joined my Facebook group, go on and join. It's Girl Gone Green Babes, and there's over 2,700 of us in there, and we're just talking all about our natural living lifestyle. We're learning and growing together, which is the absolute best. And if you're new here, be sure to stick around because there's so many good videos I have coming for you. I talk all about just natural beauty, natural skincare, natural living in general, and all the good stuff. Okay, I wanted to share with you guys just a fun makeup series video, basically for fall, just of some favorite looks that I love and ways to kind of transition your makeup looks from summer to fall. I know we're at the very tail end of August. Like I think this comes out August 31st. And so, you know, everyone's kind of starting to think about like pumpkin spice everything and like more cooler weather and the fall leaves. And so with that comes like different colors for makeup, and you can kind of use like those warmer bronzy colors, which are really fun. So I'm showing you 3 different looks you can do depending on how much time you have or how much time you want to spend on your makeup, that are really fun just to kind of amp up. And none of these are like super dramatic in my opinion, but I do wear makeup all the time. But it just depends on how much you wear and, like I said, how much time you want to spend. So definitely check them out. I am going to show you next. Okay, first up is to prime my face. So I'm actually using the brand new primer from Beauty Counter. This launches today, August 31st. So excited about it. It has 4,000 jojoba ester encapsulated inside, like these bubbles. And then basically when you apply it, it just brightens your skin, it hydrates, it smooths, it does it all so well. It's just as clear. It feels so cooling and then just hydrating and plumping on your skin, like all the things. Feels so good. What I love about it is a lot of primers I've noticed kind of fade really quickly, you know, but this one I actually can tell I still have it on, like not in a bad way where it feels heavy or like too much. It just feels really nice, and like my skin just is perfectly prepped and ready for my foundation, like lines filled in, all of that. So I even apply it like a little bit underneath my eyes just to kind of any sort of like, you know, crow's feet or lines that I have. I feel like it just fills everything in and just creates that even canvas, and just let it soak into your skin. But I'm loving this. I'm going to give you guys a full review next week because I have a lot of new products that I want to talk about. But for now, that's a little sneak peek. Okay, next I'm going to take Juice Beauty Phytopigments Flawless Foundation. Really been loving this. This is a new foundation for me that I've been trying out. I'm in the color Sand, or 14 Sand Sable. So kind of as the weather changes and fall comes, I like to use a little bit more of a, I don't know if you want to call it like, not heavier foundation, but just like a little bit more coverage maybe than I would use in the summer overall. And I think this is the perfect compromise, I guess you could say, because it's not too heavy. It's still really dewy. It's a serum foundation, so it looks super glowing on your skin and just really pretty. Not like a cakey foundation at all. Again, I'll be sharing more about this next week. I have been loving it a lot, but it just like smooths everything out really nicely. Okay, now I'm going to use concealer. If you guys have been following me for any length of time, you know I love the Beauty Counter Skin Twin Concealer. I'm in the color, I'm going to check on that. It doesn't say on the bottom, but I think it's 3. Or maybe, is it 2.5? I just put this a little bit like right here and anywhere. I have a little bit of redness on my nose, a little hyperpigmentation on my cheeks. And then what I like to do is I actually take my Westman Atelier foundation brush and I just blend that in really nicely. You guys tell I'm using this mirror. It just helps it to really look super flawless. Excuse me. Starting to look like I'm awake. Okay, I still do bronzer in the fall, winter, all seasons. I'm a big fan of bronzer. I think that it just still makes you look alive and awake and vibrant. So I love the Westman Atelier. I'm using the Beauty Butter bronzer in Coupe de Soleil, which I have a whole Westman Atelier review if you guys want to check that out. It's so good. If you followed me, you know I'm kind of obsessed with her line, Gucci Westman. She's the founder and the makeup artist behind it. And it's all clean and it's beautiful and you guys will love it. But I love this bronzer. It feels like you're hardly wearing anything. It is so light, so buttery, just like the name suggests. And it looks so real. Like the color is just spot on. I just love how it warms up the complexion. So applying that, this is a powdered bronzer. And then I'm actually going to take Brulee. So Brulee is the lit up highlight stick, but it's in a warmer color as you can see. So what I like to do with this is I still apply it like I would kind of where I normally apply my bronzer, but this just kind of gives me like that extra sheen and highlight glow, especially as it gets a little bit, you know, you're not outside as much, you're not getting that maybe natural glow from the sun. So I love applying this. And then I'll just take the Westman Atelier blending brush. This is like, I'm obsessed with this brush. I love it. I use it for everything, as you can tell. It's the best. She has the best brushes in Clean Beauty. I've tried them all, you guys. These are hands down the best. They are handmade in Japan. Vegan fiber bristles. They are so good, so luxurious. If you guys want to invest, I'm told they're definitely an investment, but worth every penny in my opinion. So that kind of just warms up your whole complexion. So now what I'm going to do is take Vapour. I've been using these Luxe Conditioning Tint, so you can kind of use these wherever you want. They come in several different colors. This one's in Hush, and then I also have the color in Enchant, which is a little darker. I'm actually going to use the darker one. It's just really pretty for fall. That's one thing I love about fall is just, you know, as the seasons change, you can kind of, you know, do the darker, warmer colors. And that's what I kind of wanted to show you guys today, is just all about warming up your complexion and being able to use those darker colors and get away with it. So I'm going to apply that. It's a really dewy, not super heavy, not like super pigmented. And I just go and kind of blend it with my brush a little bit. It just warms up your complexion. You can add as much or as little as you want, just to kind of give it that color payoff that you want. And then what I'm going to do is add some to my lips. So I'm showing you guys first just the Subdued makeup look that's so easy for fall. So this is a little bit more pigmented, but still it's like not going to be too much. It can be really laid back, but looks warmer and more fall-like with the colors that I'm choosing. So now we're going to do brows. I'm using the brow pencil from Kosas. It's their brown color and I really like it. I have dark brows, but this is actually really, it's really still ashy, so it doesn't look, it really goes with my lashes or my brows still really well, which I like. So I just go up with it. I take the spoolie and I just kind of break that up so that it looks really natural. So excited to share with you this next week's video. I have so many new products. Some are new releases and some are just ones that I haven't tried yet, and I've tried and I'm just like itching to tell you about. So stay tuned for that video because it's going to be so good. It stays really well too throughout the day, which I really like. Brows are done, super natural, but just filling them in makes a huge difference. I'm a huge proponent of filling in your brows. It's just, wow, really can do a lot. Okay, next we're gonna do mascara because this is kind of just our really like subtle, nothing too dramatic look for the fall. So I'm gonna use the Ilia New Volumizing Mascara. If you guys haven't used it, checked it out, it's really good. It definitely gives you volume and all the things instantly, and it stays. It doesn't flake on me. It doesn't, you know, get on the bottom by the end of the day. It's a really good mascara. I actually reviewed it a couple videos back, so I'll leave the link below for that. I reviewed the Beauty Counter mascara and this mascara, so you can kind of see which one. Okay, so that is the look. As you can see, super simple, super basic. It's not super dramatic at all for fall. It's just a really pretty, like, subdued look that will take you hardly any time in the morning. If you're a busy mom, if you're like off to classes in college, whatever, it'll just be super quick and easy and fun. But it has like those warmer colors, kind of like that more plum auburn color, which is really pretty. So I'm going to show you guys two more looks, one with like a dramatic lip, and then one with some eyeshadows that are like more bronzy and warm for fall. So, okay, the next look is doing a bright lip. So I took the tinted lip that I had on earlier, and I just am now barefaced lipped. And I wanted to show you kind of what it looks like to apply a bolder lipstick. So I wear brighter colors all throughout spring and summer too, but I feel like in the fall and winter, you can kind of do those bolder, richer colors and get away with it. Whereas in the spring and summer, you're doing like more of those brighter colors. So what I do first is make sure my lips are super hydrated when you put on a lipstick or a brighter color, bolder color. So I'm using Beauty Counter's, this is just their Better Balm. I've been using this for a while now. It's really good. And then what I like to do is take a little concealer and I'll just put a little bit on my finger. And then I just take my Better Beauty Blender from Beauty Counter and I just blot it in. So my lips are pretty neutral right now, kind of scary. But the idea is you really want like a neutral canvas for your lipstick to go on, so you're really just seeing that pigment instead of it competing with other colors in your lips. And this also acts like a primer for your lips as well, so it helps it stick better. So next I'm actually going to apply, next I'm going to apply the lipstick by Clove. So this is actually the more affordable line from Clove and Hallow, a clean beauty makeup line. So I have actually like pretty much their whole set that I have been using and loving so much. So I'm super excited to share more products with you guys as I try them out. But this lipstick color is like amazing. It's in retro and it's just a really pretty like red color. And I love doing reds in the fall and winter for sure. So I'm gonna show you what this looks like. Like how pretty is that color, right? So, so pretty. So after I apply it, what I like to do then is just do a little bit of mattifying powder. So I have Beauty Counter's mattifying powder right here. And I'm just gonna take a little from the cap off the top right here, put it in my hand, and then again, just use a little right here. This helps set it. Use a little of my Better Beauty Blender. I can talk, you guys. Again, this kind of just mattifies it a little bit. And then I'm gonna do one more coat so it really, really sticks. And that's it. You've got a totally fall look still. I didn't do anything different with my makeup as far as like cheeks, bronzer, foundation, all of that, but I just did the bold lipped. What I really like with a bold lip is just kind of keeping my eye makeup really minimal or basically nothing. So I have nothing on my eyes right now, just so the lips can really stand out and there's like not any competition with my eyes or my lips. So this is really easy to do, such a fun way to like kick it up, especially if you want to like maybe take it up a notch if you're going on a date or you're going out at night after the day. It's like so easy and so pretty. Okay, the final look is doing a more warm, like bronzy eye. So I'm actually going to be using the Aether Beauty palette. This is their Rose Quartz Crystal Gemstone palette. It's so pretty, so many warm bronzy colors. So let's dive in. So first things first, I'm going to use a little bit of the Beauty Counter concealer from Skin Twin just on my eyelids, just to kind of help prep my eyelids and give a little bit of a primer for the eyeshadow. So typically I would do the mascara after I'm done, but since I showed you guys multiple looks today, we're just gonna go with this, and I already did my mascara. So once that's on, I'm gonna take the Aether Beauty palette. This is actually super quick and not a long process. I think people can be really intimidated with shadows, but I'm using the color in Stardust, so it's the lightest color. I'm just going to be applying it right underneath my brow bone and inner corners of eyes, just to kind of bring up my eyelid. Then I'm going to be taking the color in Sandstone, just right here. It's a really neutral matte color, and I'm going to be using it kind of just all over my lid. You guys can see that. I'm using the brush by Westman Atelier, their eyeshadow brush. Again, you guys know I love it. I love their brushes. Kind of doing like a tapping motion. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bronzy color right here. It is in Divine. And do that more on the inner corners, kind of right out, just to kind of highlight. This is like a bronzy warm look. Then I'm going to take lastly the color in, make sure, Reawakening right here. It's like more of a bronzy color. And I'm going to do that more on the opposite lid. This is really going to amp up that bronze look overall. So pretty. Okay, so I really just used 2 lighter colors and then the 2 bronzy colors, and that's it in the palette. Just for a really easy bronzy look overall, like nothing too dramatic. And then I'm going to take the Clove and Hallow liquid liner. This is just in their brown color. I love this liquid liner. And I'm just going to do just my outer corners, not even doing all of my lid. And that is it, my friends. That is the look, the eyeshadow look. So easy, so simple. I'm just gonna add a little bit of a lip. So when I do a more pronounced shadow and just shadow in general, that's, you know, a little bit more there and pigmented, I like to just keep it subdued. So I'm still gonna do the Vapour Stick and Hush just on the lips, so it doesn't look dramatic at all, but just kind of flows with the shadow. So that is the look overall. Try to keep my hair back for you guys, but super pretty, doesn't take that much time. It kind of just amps it up for fall with the liquid liner, and then of course doing more of like the bronzy colors and warmer colors, and you know, overall changing it up. Just more makeup in general for fall and winter, which is fun to kind of bring it out and play with it compared to, you know, just sticking with like more of the basics in the summer. So I hope this was super helpful for you guys. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe below, hit that big red subscribe button, and then right next door, hit the bell notification so you'll be the first to know when I have a brand new video up. I have lots more good stuff coming for you, so stay tuned. Bye guys.